that comes out drunk during the fucking basketball game and shit and just stumbles all over the court and embarrasses the shit out of his son, and I'm just like, I love you, motherfuckers. You know, but you know, is this the direction that you guys want it to go?
I say this: if you're gonna drink, bring either go to the bar and get a glass, or if you're gonna bring your own stuff, please don't bring a solo cup. First of all, just if you're gonna try to do it like.
I wasn't talking about my fucking drinking.
I'm talking about it.
Listen, okay. I think you missed the whole point. Basically, with that video, with the production and everything like that, like I've always said, Triforce means well for just about everybody. I just think that how he says his message, it comes off wrong.
It always rubs people the wrong way.
I agree with that.
It rubs people the wrong way. And
yeah.
And if Triforce is in here, he can tell you that I've told him this several times.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. I'm here. Well,
and you know, I tell you this several times, and I know sometimes you feel like giving them that raw.
Yeah, real nigga moment.
The only way that these niggas is going to understand. Am I correct?
No, it's true. It's true. But there's a reason when I've been told in the whole. I've been in talk with these people since the debacle at VXG because I was left to hung out and dry over an event that has nothing to do with me, and I already knew that if I waited for my money and my team's money, the empire will be closed at the end of the year. So what I did was I spent the last 4 months from July all the way into October working on a presentation, and I literally walked into a bank. I walked into a bank and I said, I need to speak with your best investment banker. And they sent me to, I can't give out any names, which you guys probably already saw. And I presented this to him. I met with a friend who was in the circle with all of this. They showed it they brought me into a meeting with some of corporate America's finest companies. And they said they saw what it was, and they said that if I can get a consultant company and a branding company to re-image and rebrand the organization at a professional level, corporate America would get involved in the whole esports from our team standpoint. With that, I consulted a couple of people and they came on board, and I didn't have the money, but I did have the equity in Empire Arcadia as a brand. Like, remember how everyone's saying us having the Guinness record for the most wins as a video game team means nothing? Well, to them, it meant everything. So we did some business, and now we have some people who are putting money into the organization. They have to pay for that production and so forth, and they're taking the organization into a different direction. They're using some of the information that I've gathered over the 10 years about competitive gaming as a whole, and what they're doing is they're processing that information and creating a structure that can lead competitive gaming as a whole, not just the fighting game community, just competitive gaming as a whole, into the future where corporate America can understand what the community wants and be able to deliver on that. It is not that the fighting game community is a niche. Don't believe people when they say this. And I'm telling you guys, I've sat in the office with million to billion dollar men, and that is not the case. They literally just don't know. They have no idea. They've heard a couple of things. One of them was like, you mean that Nintendo Power Championship back in 1990? I'm like, yo, we're in like 2013 and you just said that. They just don't know. Wow. They don't even know about League of Legends. They don't. The only person that knows about League of Legends is Coke, because the people at Riot had a connection to whatever. So we're here in a race, and the race is who in what scene of competitive gaming can get to the offices of these people and sit down and have a talk with them and introduce them. Once they find out, it is a wrap. And to be honest, let me stop saying once they found out it's a wrap. They found out already. This is why I kept saying burn it down. The $1 billion boys are coming. They know. They now know.
Triforce, I'm going to ask a tough question. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We know with all investment there is risk, right? What we know these $1 billion men, they want to make money. What is the plan? How are they going to get money out of this thing? How are they going to get dollars out of this?
One moment, hold on for a second.
That's a damn good question.
Yep.
Well, what this comes down to answer your question directly, what this comes down to is proper structure, and there is a league that's coming soon, a league that's being built from the ground up, out of the community. It's not being built from the corporate come down. It's being built from the ground of the community going up, and where they're gathering information in a census form of view from the gamers, the teams, the tournament directors, and whatnot, and they're packaging that information. Then after they package that information, they process it through these corporate giants, who then add structure to it. Who's going to be accountable? Where? Now, when you ask the money, they're willing to pay the money. It doesn't mean nothing. A couple $1 million here and there is nothing. Coke Zero gave $1 million for the League of Legends Championship. That don't mean shit to them.
No, I know the money doesn't mean, but at the end of the day,
profiting.
Yes, they're not going to throw money.
Their profits.
Right.
He's saying it's supposed to come from the structure. That's what he's saying.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The profits will come from their structure, not ours.
Oh, so they're building it from the ground.
Yes. Their job is to gather information from the scene. Empire Arcadia remember when the guy made that joke and they did the Moses picture and they did the parting of the seas? I actually took that and put it in the presentation.
Oh wow! Shout outs to David Hater.
People are laughing, but I'm gonna show you what that picture did.
I
sold to them that Empire Arcadia, as an esports team in our decade plus in competitive gaming, can be the crossover. We're the bridge that bridges corporate America to the esports down into the community, and we bring the community and cross them over into corporate America, because we cannot survive in the community. We are going to die here if I do not bring the people over. So the whole Moses picture, when I said let my people go, they're in bondage in the community. We must bring them over across that sea to the promised land, and that promised land is esports. Now some people are gonna laugh and like, this guy's crazy. No. Corporate America got it. So guess what? If the $1 million boys can get it, obviously I'm not crazy. It's the people in the FGC that's crazy.
All right. I get what you're saying. But the thing is, what I'm just saying is, we know these $1 billion folks, right? They can be pretty fickle because, as I say, it's an investment. There's a risk, right? It might work, it might not work. That is true, right?
No.
Or you say this is guaranteed?
So you're saying it's a guarantee? There's no downside to this?
If they build it right, it could be.
They got to come out of pocket, really.
Yo, let Triforce talk.
Anyone watch Bill Maher? Anyone watch Bill Maher?
Yeah, Bill
Maher. Yeah, of course.
I don't like that. I don't like that asshole cocksucker.
Okay.
You're a Republican. Go away.
You don't like him? Wow.
I say
Hold on, let him talk.
I say this because it's the best way to give an example. America is last when it comes to anything new, business-wise, education-wise, agriculture-wise, social-wise, and a lot of things. We're last in. We're first in destroying things. So when it comes to military and all that other stuff, we're up there. But when it comes to anything that's constructively positive or productive, we're really last at it. And
all right. As a Jamaican, sometimes I think Americans are a little hard on themselves. Sometimes they're not hard enough, but sometimes they're a little hard.
All right, continue.
Just say it.
Now, with that being said, they're looking at a modded game, and a modded game sold out the Staples Center, where where Kobe Bryant's team that won 5 championships in the decade didn't. As far as they're concerned, they're like, oh, this is a structure issue. It's not the community. It's not the game. It's not the poor sales. It's a structure issue. It is a different structure from producing and selling games. You're not selling video games. You're selling the context behind the content. The content exists already. Video game publishers such as Sony, Microsoft, Capcom, Nintendo, Konami, Sega, Namco, they create the content. The content is the video games. We buy it. Now, what's the context behind it? The context behind it are the people who play it. And that
So
comes
sell
out.
the players, not
So
the game.
exactly, it's about selling the players. Where we go wrong is, if you look at it, we're trying to sell leagues. Leagues don't mean anything if you don't have teams and players. It's like having a house with no one that lives in it, a car with no one to drive it. A stadium means nothing if you don't fill it. That is the problem with esports today. They work from the league down. No, you work from the teams and the players up. The league doesn't mean anything without the players. The players, if the players were being taken care of in a legal, structured, profitable, sustainable manner.
A player union.
Thank you, so to speak. If that was to happen, it will then create a sweeping indignation and inundate people to support it. When League started, they supported the first superstars of League. And guess what? More people started to play. Yes, the game was free and whatever, but they created a corporate structure for the game that was sustainable. When you look at the FGC, there is no corporate structure, period. In fact, there's no structure at all.
So you're saying, so you're saying the FGC is like too much F1 and not enough Nicky Lauda, James Hunt type thing going on.
No, the FGC is exactly what it is. The FGC, it's just a community. That's it. What are you expecting from a community? Everyone is expecting the community to. Is there in leagues like DreamHack, ESL, MLG? Is there something called a CODC, the Call of Duty community? No, there's just Call of Duty. There's no community. The community is found on forums. That's it. It's just Call of Duty. The FGC is the only one fighting game community. It should be called a fighting game circuit, not the fighting game community. The community is found on the On Blast show, on the Wake Up SRK, event hubs, Sure You Can, and the forums. That's where it's found. But if you wanted to go somewhere, you have to create a circuit and a structured league in it, and then you have to get players to support it. Let's go back to the league that I'm trying to introduce to you guys. Most Valuable Gaming is a new league that we're working. We have an initiative to work with them, where Empire Arcadia is going to be releasing news shortly about our involvement with them. I can't say any further than that. And as a team, our job is to set the foundation to bring in other teams like Control, like AG, which is always godlike, and the remaining teams that are alive. Unfortunately, AGE closed, but to be honest with you, AGE was never a team. AGE was a marketing team. I don't understand how anyone did not see that. Their PDP sells peripherals. They needed a grassroots marketing team to infiltrate the FGC to push their products. So they created Afterglow Elite. That's what it is. It's a marketing team. In fact,
so when they were done with them, they were just done with them.
Hold on. VXG did the exact same thing with Empire Arcadia. VXG hired us hired Empire Arcadia to create a marketing team to market VXG. Hence, VXG Elite. Yet everyone's sitting there, oh, VXG has a team. No, they don't. They're paying Empire Arcadia to put together a specialized task force to help market their brand. That's all AGE did. The difference is that Empire Arcadia is responsible for its team. So if VXG screws us over, fails, or whatever, EMP can pull its team and keep the team alive. AGE never had that structure to begin with. So AGE was doomed before it began, which I told people in 2012. And everyone's like, shut up, Triforce. AGE is a real sponsor. And I'm like, these idiots really say they know business, but they don't. You were just a marketing team to push their joysticks and no, their headsets. And guess what? Comparing sales from Chris G and Fnatic to Amazon, GameSpot, and Best Buy, I'm sorry, that was a failed business plan before it was even put on paper, because there's no way Fnatic and Chris G was outselling Amazon and Best Buy. And at the end of the day, when the first quarter report comes around, they're going to say, okay, how much money are we spending on this team? Well, between all of Chris G's paychecks and shopping, sending him to this tournament, that tournament, whatever, and blah, 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 we're spending about $60,000 a year. What is the percentage on headsets being sold by him and Fnatic for that amount of money we're spending on him?
Triforce, hold on a second. Mrjaha, are you going to split?
Yeah, I'm going to go, dude. My brain is kind of getting fried by this pseudo money talk. So have a good night. Hey, it was very fun. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Anytime, man.
Yeah.
Mrjaha, if I come up there, I'll cook you some jerk chicken.
Hey, no doubt.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Out of mercy.
Don't want to interrupt Triforce. Continue on. Have a good night, guys.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Later. Continue.
Okay. So what happens here is when they compare that to sales of GameStop and Amazon and Best Buy, you have to understand there are these executives going to sit here and say, listen, when sales overall in the company is not booming and we're losing money, we're going to have to cut costs in the company in other areas. So guess what the first thing they're going to cut? The button mashers. Because they're not directly a part of the company to begin with.
Well, they were on contract, yeah.
They're going to cut them.
Extension.
So exactly. Question.
Yes.
So you're saying, with creating the structure, you're saying getting away from for marketing. So not saying pushing a product, but you're saying creating a league using pre-existing teams and creating new ones that are themselves units for the purposes of playing games as a self-sustaining group, like say for EMP. So you're saying the profit would come from like say ticket sales and events that are happening like almost like MLG, but like built around fighting games and esports in general, as a corporate umbrella that they themselves are creating and fostering. That's what you're getting at.
Okay.
Just saying. Like
to answer, okay, I'm not necessarily answer that, but to show you an example.
Sure.
A player like Faker. Let's look at Faker, League of Legends player, right?
Right.
Look at the viewership Faker has and the influence he has in his particular field of esports. When a company sees that, their job is to create a R&D team that is going to create a roadmap on how to make money off of the influence that player has. That is no different from a team up to a league. It works in League of Legends, StarCraft with what's this guy's name, Life and the other guys. It works in Call of Duty with their teams and stuff like that. The reason why it does not work in fighting games, because the fighting game scene or the Illuminati of the fighting game realm does not push the players and teams. Oh, okay, no, that's a wrong statement. I stand corrected. They do not make enough of an effort to push all of the fighting game teams. In 2009, the most prominent event EVO had was the regional 5v5 Street Fighter 4 team event, which happened Saturday night, where 8 5v5 teams happened at EVO, and it was considered an exhibition where team play was introduced. It's funny because then later on, Capcom said, yo, we need to start creating team elements and put it into the game. You know what's so funny? No one uses any of the team elements of the actual game. They did it for Cross Tekken. We used it for 1 year. We got rid of it. They did it for Mortal Kombat. No one used it. You ever notice all the team aspects in the games are not being used? You know, one fighting game, let's not call it a fighting game, one series game uses teams and they do well. Smash. Yeah. Every team event they have at a major MLG or even Apex is maxed at 128.
All right. Triforce, I'm listening to your plan and makes sense so far. But the ones that I see, the potential flaws, all right? Bear with me, right? The potential flaws that I see is, all right, Smash, as I say, is an easy game to get into, hard to master, right? So you're going to have an audience for that. Because if you look at, let's say we look at LOL, we look at StarCraft. All of those games have huge numbers of people watching it. And because most of them actually fuck around with it once or twice, right? With the thing with fighting games like Street Fighter, Marvel, might be very popular to us, but outside of our little scene, right? Anybody who watches Marvel, or even if there's a teams versus team, right? They're not going to be very interested if they're not really into fighting games. I mean, they're like they won't not understand what's going on. And
I can't agree with that.
That's not true.
I can't agree with that because Street Fighter 4 sold like when Street Fighter 4 came out, it was like really sought after. Mortal Kombat basically sells more copies of any game, any fighting game,
with the exception of Smash.
With the exception of Smash, but Mortal Kombat sells more. So there is an audience that play these fighting games. It's just that I feel that because they're not shown well, like how League of Legends is shown, like how Dota 2 is shown,
exactly,
like how Call of Duty is shown, like how these games are shown, that's the whole reason why we're in this bubble, as you say.
Yes, because the guys that, when you look at League of Legends at the highest production level, you don't have colorful commentators. You have professional or as close as it can get, but you have the passing grade commentators that can commentate the game without going overboard. Unfortunately, and I don't necessarily even see eye to eye with these guys, but Ultra David and Chen,
James Chen,
yes, are the best that we have. And
I personally, I disagree. I think the best commentators you have would be Yipes because he's knowledgeable of the game.
No, he's saying without a personality. He's talking about like corporate ESPN type of shit.
What you're missing is the fact that David and James can basically sit there, analyze the game, break it down. Kind of like if you're watching an NBA game. They can analyze each player. They know the faults. They know their weaknesses. They know their strengths.
I get you.
Yipes does not do that. Yipes brings hype.
Is entertaining.
Yipes is entertaining.
But he's not informative. But again, guys, one of the points you're missing is about commentating is we somehow as a scene decided to dictate that it's got to be two people.
Yeah, you're right.
Why can't you have that mix when you got Madden, well, not Madden, but you got Roger Staubach, and fucking Terry Bradshaw. I'm in the fucking 80s still playing for the Steelers. But I was just watching Lynn Swann catch a touchdown pass beating Dallas. But you could put a pool of guys together, and I think that one of the other things that they need to do, I mean, Chen and David might be very good together, but why wouldn't you put that mix-up of East Coast commentator with West Coast commentator, and just to see how they vibe together? Because now you're going to basically get the best of both worlds.
Like a David Yipes.
Then okay. Not to digress far, but let's look at one of the core issues of the FGC: news dissemination. And I recently had a conversation with some people over at Event Hubs, and I hash because I promised going into 2014, whatever negative connotations are synonymous with the name Triforce as a person would be deaded. So a lot of people troll me, and I'm mastering the technique now. Well, actually, that's because I know what money's coming to me, so I really actually don't care anymore. But not digressing from it, there are a lot of people trying to help the FGC, but for some reason or another, I really just don't understand. I don't get it. The FGC isn't responding. Like, okay, I don't mean to beat a dead horse. The esports report on MLG. I know a lot of you guys don't like MLG.
No, I don't have no problem with it.
But there are people that hate it, right? Now, I'm gonna show you a give and take situation that the FGC does not do, right? They are covering fighting game aspects of the community, yet the community, pass me that, those two things, and then you can go over there. The community, I'm sorry, the community is getting content put out about them that they don't even support, right? Why when they covered Defender North, that content that MLG did, why wasn't that on Event Hubs? Why wasn't that on SRK? That is news from an outside entity that is covering it. Why isn't it supported? Now, people are going to say, because we don't want to support MLG, but I'm going to show you how flawed that is. MLG is trying to create content in which gives them numbers, correct? Mm-hmm. Now, if you put that on Event Hubs, a lot of people is going to click it and watch it, and obviously the numbers are going to go up. If the numbers go up, MLG can show that, hey, listen, there's a viable interest here in the fighting game community because we're putting out content for them and whatnot. And then MLG now they will be influenced to want to go and cover more and spread the FGC and then cross the FGC over into the mainstream where more viewers will come out, and then the mainstream can support it. They've done this for League, they've done this for StarCraft, they've done this for Call of Duty, they've done it for Halo, they've even done it for Smash.
Alright, Triforce, I got to stop you there for a hot minute though, because what you just said there is it goes mainstream and then it goes to the MLG front page, and that means the traffic will be going to the MLG front page and not to SRK. So they'll be losing their ad money. They'll be losing views over time. I mean,
that's an ego thing. That right there is an ego thing. It's basically you either step up and do your stuff correctly, and do it efficiently, or else someone else is going to do it.
Competition.
Hold on. But what you said, okay, it's kind of an ego thing, but it kind of isn't. Here is where B2B works. If Event Hubs, not trying to tell them how to do their business, but they can become a partner in helping MLG report information. The last few esports reports, I am reporting. Why is Triforce reporting this? Shouldn't be my job. I'm doing this for a community I don't even like, which is stupid. But the reason, well, actually it's not stupid, because the ultimate goal is to help the scene get to the esports level that it needs to be. So I can put aside my personal dislike for the goal. But if they want to do that, then Event Hubs and SRK can go to MLG and say, listen, let's get into a media partnership. We'll direct you to the latest in what's going on in the competitive fighting world, and you can say for more information about the tournament, because remember, the esports report is not going to give you a 3-hour segment on the details and the battle logs of every single match. You're only going to find that on SRK or Event Hubs. But MLG has no problems to say, for more information on what happened at Apex, tune into SRK or Event Hub at WW. Why would they not cite who's giving them the information?
That makes sense.
Last week's esports report, Pocket was like, thanks for the tip, Triforce. So if Pocket can give me credit for submitting in Defender North, why wouldn't they give credit to SRK? But then that goes back to Bifuteki's point. Ego. There is a lot of fear in the FGC, and their fear is they're scared that corporate will come in and take over what they have. This is why they are so scared to give out anything, and there's no reason for it. It is stupid. You're cutting your nose to spite your face. In order to get out, you have to work. This is why we're doing what we're doing with MVG, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to come down at the bottom, inform and educate the community, and cross them over into a league that can furthermore develop them so that they can then understand and learn. Once they understand and learn, more people from the community will trust these players and teams, since they can't trust the league, since the messenger seems to be a problem because everyone's missing the message.
You're right. You're 100% right. People don't understand that communication begets traffic, where a link back is just as important as the initial content, especially if you're going to a bigger source.
Exactly.
No, what you're saying makes sense. I'm just, as you said, my earlier critique is I'm not sure if the game itself can push it, but I'm not saying that the structure doesn't make sense, but I'm not sure if the game can push it.
No, the games never push anything. What are you talking about?
No. The games, as in if it's popular enough. That's what I'm saying.
No,
we just finished saying that like several times, that it's because there's no engine behind it pushing it.
Yeah, exactly. The game.
No. Well, all right. What I'm saying is I'm not sure. Well, you get what I'm saying.
Dave, hold up. So you got
the games don't mean anything. It is the players. That's the problem that you guys were getting. It is the players. Yeah. It was never about the games. Nope. League of Legends, you think people care about a Dota rip-off of a Warcraft rip-off of some kid who made an engine at his house rip-off? Because that's where it really came from. That's how League of Legends started. It's a rip-off of a rip-off of another rip-off. No.
Yeah, I know it's 3 levels of rip-off, but
it's a completely brand new version of Dota.
I know.
But guess what sells it? The people that are involved in it. So here's my question, right? Why isn't the FGC sensationalizing the teams? Why are they not sensationalizing the players? For instance, AGE closes down, right? I'll show you an example. The first thing the FGC says is the only 2 teams I see Chris G going to is Complexity and EG, as if those are the only teams that exist.
Nope. But they figured that because they fly Justin and all of them all out, and Complexity flies out F-Champ and Shady K, that those are the only 2 that would be desirable to him.
You know, and let me explain to you something about esports teams, yo. You people really don't know what goes on in the esports team. You guys are completely gassed. Like, if you think they're sitting here burning money, you guys have lost your mind.
They have an account of every single thing that you use.
Not even that, man. Some of these guys are not even getting paid what people think they're getting paid. You got guys on teams for a year, 2 years, and they're not getting salary. It's top players, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. You guys are really gassed to believe that you guys don't really know what's going on in esports. They really, and I don't mean you guys here on in the Skype chat. I'm just talking generally. The FGC has no real idea like how this really works. They don't, and it's unfortunate. And it so let's look at this in a different direction. Let's take a look at this in a more simple direction. For 10 years, the FGC has been going about this in a certain model, and there isn't a significant growth. I didn't say there isn't any growth, but there isn't a significant amount of growth. Triforce is trying to show the FGC a way that works, that is proven, because it works in other games. So after 10 years, you have to ask yourself a very simple question. Is he wrong? Because for 10 years, it hasn't been working the way it works now.
Now, my brother, I have to answer this question, and this is a serious question. Have you heard of the Pacific Coast League?
The Pacific Coast League, no.
Yeah, it was a precursor to Major League Baseball. Basically, it had the exact same problems as the FGC, where it was run by a small group of people. They were making money off it, but they didn't see any real need for expansion. Yeah. And so basically, it ended up getting swallowed up. A lot of the West Coast baseball teams, the older ones, like the Angels and stuff like that, they originally were Pacific Coasting teams that got developed in Major League Baseball that came out the East Coast. Now, as you were saying before about players driving the actual structure, and it kind of clicked for a second when I was thinking about this. Tennis, women's tennis. No one gives a shit about women's tennis for the longest time. Exactly what I'm saying. No. See, you don't make any sound.
Yo, why they want busting nuts right now? What the hell?
Check that. Let me ask you a question. What did Billie Jean King sound like? Oh. Not at all.
What?
What did Billie Jean King sound like? See, that's the whole point I'm getting at. Where the Williams sisters drove women's tennis in the United States to national prominence.
Just like golf. After Jack Nicholson, who was a prominent poster boy that pushed Jack Nicklaus, my fault. That pushed golf into the new era that it made it. Tiger Woods. And the same thing for basketball and the same thing for football. People are not focusing on the context. There's a lot of great talent. A great team in the northeast section, Team Pie. The city of Brass and Chun are doing a great job developing some of the most talented players in New York City, and they're coming up with something great. Bifuteki, I don't notice if you guys notice, but he's taking his team a little bit more serious, and that's not a slight against you, Andre. It's just that before your main focus was just your stream, but now I see that you're taking a little bit more attention, paying a little bit more attention to developing your team. Same thing as in Boston. In Boston, you have replayed RPD, and then you have always Godlike. Urguys is trying to work their thing out. Ultimizer needs a little bit of help on his end. Broken Tier, they're doing their thing. And DSC, Diamond Standard Corporation, these guys are coming into the fold as well. There are a lot of teams out there.
No, what you're saying, as I say what you're saying makes sense, right? And but as you said, I think from how I'm hearing this, how this structure is going to work, I really think commentary is going to be very important, as in making the new people understand. So, who do you think should be up there for commentary to bring these people in so they understand?
Me,
and will they work with you?
Let me no, and that's that. You know something? You answered your own question. You answered your own question. See, people personally dislike me, or they don't want to be associated with a toxic brand. So because of this little stupid bickering and nonsense, nothing gets developed. Let me explain. Let me give you guys an idea about something. Companies like One Frame Link, Avery Media, and so forth. These guys want to develop stuff from the ground up, right, in the community. Team play in competitive gaming should really be pushed. Like, money should be poured into team play, whether it's Smash, whether it's Street Fighter, whether it's Marvel. These things, why? Because these things bring in numbers. People watch these things. People want to know about their favorite team and whatnot, so they can aspire to get on a team or develop a new team to move forward in it.
But you know that's what made me mad. Remember Dojo Sports? And nobody supported that.
I'm glad you said that.
I supported it.
Yeah, no, I meant not. You know what I mean? Not you guys, but you know the people who should have really
in general.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah, the general public that should have went to it and said, "Look, I got 5 players. Let's do this." It didn't happen.
Yeah. So there's a lot of teams. Kick, punch, block. There's so many teams out there that can. Like, I think these sponsors should say, hey, listen, because this is one of the things MVG is going to be doing. MVG, when they unveil their website in the first quarter of 2014, they're going to be looking for team signups. So any team owner out there listening to this on the On Blast show, you guys can contact me on my Facebook. Obviously, send me a message on my Facebook, or you can message me Well, actually, don't send anything to my email because my stuff may just go to spam. Just contact me on Facebook. It's very easy to contact me on Facebook, and I check my Twitter all the time. And I'm talking about the managers. Give me a contact. Give me a call. We want to record your email and put it in a database because when the league launches, the league is going to want to take your information. They have an entire metric system that's being built from the ground up to record all team stats. And they're trying
Jesus.
And listen,
That's what needed to happen.
Put it like this, it's so godlike. They're trying to have $1,000 locals.
What?
But that it's something I've been
top 8 payout.
God damn. This shit's ridiculous. See,
and this was something that I wanted to sit here and say before, like when we're talking about, having all these unions and whatnot, we need better stat tracking and all this other stuff. That's the only way that you actually make
and
something like this bigger.
You know what's so funny? You know what? When they were looking at all the teams, because I had to go out and get them information about all the esports teams. The one question one of them asked, David asked, oh crap, I said his name. What the, that's not right.
I've been exposed. I've been exposed.
Not you.
You're the blow up.
But the funny, when people say, why is Triforce whispering? Yes, I'm being listened to, so I gotta be quiet.
They watching you.
Yeah, they watching me. Yeah, but the reason why they want to do this is because they feel the reason. Like, okay, look at next level, right? Mm-hmm. No one's going to next level no more. People go, oh, that's because no one wants to play the game. No, because you can't make any money off the game. That's why no one's going. Why would anyone say a stupid shit like that? No one's going because there's not enough money.
Too far, bad location, and all that.
These people have already said, okay, look how simple this is, right? So you need $1,000 locals, right? Yeah. All right. What are the games you want? Just for the fighting game community, we're just gonna throw one game out. Street Fighter 4. Okay, so you need $52,000 because you have 52 weeks in the year. Mm-hmm. And if you have $52,000, there goes your singles. Now their job is to try to make that back up by the end of the year. Not by entry fee at the door, by the ad revenue about the amount of people that would watch. Now, let me get this straight. If there was $1,000 local, wouldn't we have like 200-something players at every week's tournament?
Of course, they've been chasing the paper. Yeah,
let's look at it from another way. If you have that many people, wouldn't you have the top cream of the crop there playing all the time?
Because they want money too, yeah, probably.
Okay, so if you have the top cream of the crop playing all the time, and you're bringing in about 20,000 views a week or better, wouldn't you make that $52,000 long before the year ends?
Possible.
Yeah.
You'll make it back in like 3 months tops.
No. That's just the ads. We're not talking about the money you make at the door. You're not talking about bringing in corporate sponsorships from other people that you're going to be selling that to, and a whole bunch of different corporate structure. And when these guys showed me the roadmap, they was like, Triforce, welcome to the Illuminati. I was like, I am glad to be here. I'm a true supporter.
Yo, can I say one thing?
I've always loved you guys. I've been for people. On straight sellout. Yes, I have sold out.
Triforce. They gave you the Mason compass.
I'm 32. Did you not see what that video made me look like? I look like a Don. Are you kidding me? I look like
you're gonna have to.
You're like Try Diddy, man.
Talking like Marlon Brando.
You're the Dame Dash of the FGC.
Nah, don't say that because he's
Don't say that because now he's broke.
My name is Triforce.
Who? What?
No, Dash is making money though, chill.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga's a businessman.
Dash is making money. People don't know.
Hold up. See, here's the thing, though. What just happened right here was very important. We have people in the community or interested in the community who can finally do math. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
Well, actually,
damn.
That's not true because I've always known I've done math. It's just people weren't listening to me.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm saying that that it's. See, I feel like the community itself hasn't realized that we're not gonna make money off of pot bonuses or tournament entry directly.
They were
Hey,
laughing.
let me
They
ask
were laughing when I.
Triforce something.
Yes.
Triforce. Okay, so how are you gonna navigate or circumvent this element we have in this community? Because you know, certain people, for what you've done in the past, you know, good or bad, they want you to be this monster. And truth be told, we're going to need those people to generate that ad revenue to come through the door. You know, how are you gonna navigate these people that, you know, they just want to think of you as some you know, just horrible individual and not have anything to do with
No,
it?
I have an answer. I have an answer for that. And this is going to sound like an irresponsible. This is going to sound.
Is the money enough? Is the $1,000 weekly enough?
That's the answer.
This is going to be an irresponsible answer.
Okay.
In terms of the goal, I don't have time to care about that minute problem.
I respect that.
In terms of what MVG wants to do for the scene working ground up, what's small? I don't know.
Triforce, he got sidetracked.
No, hold on for a second. I'm talking to somebody else. You smell something?
I wouldn't call that.
Someone been farting, yo.
Be a victim.
But
Wait, let him finish that actually.
You know that.
Yeah, let him finish. Let him do what he got to do, and then let him finish. Say what he got to say.
Right.
He sent it? Oh, I'll take a look at it in a second. Is it what he put it in Keynote, right? All right, I'm gonna look at it. Okay, something just came.
That
through.
Illuminati tech, man, damn.
Yo, we got
They sent
speeches,
him
though?
they sent Triforce a second Mason code.
I'm sorry.
They sent it by pure light.
That was one of the 33rd. That was one of the.
He got the next commandments.
Hold on. Triforce is talking.
All right, that's one of the big boys. Because I'm at his little palace right now. But
Oh wow.
okay, moving forward though, I cannot focus on such. That's nonsense. If I sat there, you know what that's like? That's like me worrying about the trolls. If I did that, we're not going anywhere. What matters is this: taking care of the people that want to get involved with MVG, and once people start to see, oh wow, ooh, hold on for a second, guys. 1 second. Let me take a look at this. Oh, actually, I'll look at this in a second. Let me just finish this interview real quick. I'm gonna finish this interview real quick. Oh my goodness. But okay. If MVG takes care of the first 3 initial teams, when people see that's a godlike intro. When people see the teams being taken care of, they're not gonna care about me and my involvement or what I've done. They don't care. They're gonna be like, okay, well, whatever Triforce has done in the past, blah 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 blah, team control is being taken care of. That's all they're gonna care about. You see what these guys are doing for me. You saw that the reason why James ran that video. This league is looking to do that for all teams, inclusively, not exclusively. So it gives them a platform to give them the jump start they need. Why? Because no other league is going to give it to them. So there's a demand, and that demand is to help develop these community teams, polish them off, and bring them into a league. That's a service. People will pay for that. I pay for it. That's a business. You get big teams that are going to start bringing in big numbers in stadiums that sell seats and merchandise. Then you have corporate companies like P&G, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and the rest of the boys in Kellogg's that you want in. This is how it works, people.
I'm not doubting.
Not changed.
I'm not doubting the logic in it at all.
So you have to give
I'm not doubting
major
the logic.
sponsors something attractive to basically look at.
Now, if I had tried to sell the Empire with the old picture that we have of the Empire back in like 2009 and whatnot, man, that wouldn't get me so far. But you ever notice? Look at the uniforms we're wearing. We're getting jackets soon.
Yeah, when am I getting mine?
I saw that. When I saw the shirt at Defender North, I was like, yo.
You saw the Beeful. You saw the camera crew that was there.
Yes, I remember.
The 2 different camera crews.
I was like, wait a minute. What
the league?
Here's the funny thing. I actually know one of your camera guys. So
yeah. Well, everyone knows Kaleem. Everyone knows.
Yeah,
Kaleem.
I know Kaleem. He used to work for Longtail. So yeah.
And he also worked for he did a piece on MLG. I've known Kaleem for 19 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, so I've known him like deep. He's back in the video line days before we changed video line into Empire. But we ain't gonna go there. The point is, these guys see a service that they know. They're like, yo, why do you know how many questions they ask? Why don't the FGC does this? Why doesn't esports do that?
Triforce, are you doing the same thing with the FIFA team, Silver Birds?
Yeah, of course. What are you talking about? Everything, mate. Everything.
It's just not for everything.
No. It's EMP is not a fighting game team. This is I know that. We have players in everything, and they're trying to set us up. If this sponsor says yes, we're building a league team in the second quarter of 2014, because we have key components. We had a league team in 2012 that played in the ESL for, I think it was the LCS 1 or 2. I don't know. I can't even remember. But we went 500, which is not bad. But we really haven't been playing league like that. We just have like KDZ is our main go-to guy when it comes to that. And KDZ is at Diamond 1. But we just need like a team. But this sponsor, what Illuminati number 3 just showed me, this sponsor says, yes, it is a wrap. We are going in. And we're trying to bring I want Flux's team, a la carte, if you're listening to this, get at me. Andy, me and you already talked, so you don't have to get at me. We're going to make it happen. Bifu, sometime tomorrow in the evening, get at me. I'm trying to bring in all the teams, even my enemy teams. I don't care. We need to populate and create. Once we can populate, we need to service all the teams, polish them, make the teams look good, brand the league, push it out, and then the corporate boys come in.
It's definitely worth a try. Nothing to lose. Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I do have 2 questions though. First, talk about teams. Are you talking like only like big name like well-known teams? Or you like just talking about just anybody?
Any team.
I gotta understand
everyone
that
starts from somewhere.
Okay.
The only thing is we're not
Joe Schmo.
We're not taking any. We're not taking. No. It can't be 5 Joe Smokes, because this is why we say we have this. First of all, we're screening. So we need to talk to team managers. If this is just some guy that came off the street and said, yo, me and my 4 boys, we trying to... Nah.
I dig that.
You have to be a little more organized than that.
Exactly.
It makes sense, of course.
We're not...
I just want to make sure you're specific, that's all.
We're not taking team piss in a pot or team fight.
What about team dirty niggas?
No.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
How about if I have one? How about if I just have one playing in OBS?
You all just the inside jab that guy made when he made that statement. To say another team.
Right.
Oh, you mean the one
James.
that was in the field?
Yeah.
What about team go fuck your mother?
Hold up. Second question, that's kind of important.
GFM, baby, GFM.
Let's talk about the Long Island Joe money situation.
Oh, wait, Triforce.
I'll bring it up. I got no issues. I got no grasp with it.
This is actually a serious question. You were saying before about this league creating a new corporate environment, and corporations are going to do stuff on the up and up, i.e., streaming. And this is going to affect a few things if this is going down the way you say it's going to go down. One, paying licenses to stream.
No, corporate America has no problems with that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is this going to lead to lockouts for FGC events?
I highly doubt that they'll actually try to do something the same time as a grassroots.
Exactly. Why?
That is major. That is.
No. I'm saying that. Let's say, for example, right? Your league starts paying for streaming licenses, right? And then they turn around to like say Evo and say, all right, then you now have to pay or to match what MVG's paying for your stream rights. Do you see this being an issue just in terms of if someone said chat creating a schism? Do you see this as an issue, or do you think that can be worked around?
No. There will always be issues and problems, but as there are problems, there are solutions. I cannot give you an answer on a speculated issue because it has to happen. The issue has to be brought up first. Then we have to review the issue in its entirety, and then we have to sit down and find solutions. We're not into coming to a problem and then just leaving the problem there. A solution has to be found, and that's what we're going to do. So I can't answer your question because that's like saying, well, Triforce, if the world ends on June 23rd, 1416, what are you going to do? Huh? First of all, the world has to end. I'm like, number two, I'm not going to sit here and wait for that to happen, or I can I'm not listening to it. If it comes around, we will always be considerate to the community. We're going to host our locals in the middle of the week, so it never conflicts with what's going on weekends. So majors will be affected, and when we have let me stop saying we because it's not my league, it's their league. We're just the team we're like the premier team of the league, so to speak. When they have their nationals and regionals, their dates will come out months in advance to let people know. Now, schedule confliction. Will there be a schedule confliction? It is very possible. And now I know what MLG. Now I know the situation MLG is in. Listen. People have to understand schedule conflict is always going to happen. DreamHack and MLG is having a schedule conflict now. And the reason why these things happen is because everyone is looking at time frames and where people are able to travel. And they're looking at the cost of flights. They're talking with airlines and stuff like that. And guess what? The airlines are giving everyone the same dates. So
that's what's really causing the schedule.
And the businesses got to protect themselves. They're not going to say, oh, well, although you give me a good rate on this date for this time because this is traveling season and blah, blah. That's one of the major issues that happen with VXG and Evo. You cannot expect the other company to go, well, you know something? We're not going to come. Nah, this is business.
And it's going to continue.
You're right. It's going to get worse. So,
but here's the thing. Wouldn't the good old-fashioned capitalism and competition sort that out? Where if newer events do better, they'll kill the older ones.
He who are giving out more money, I'm sorry, but this is the nature of the business. And that's just real rap.
The bigger fish wins. I mean,
That's you can't fault the nature of business. What type of stupidness is that?
Yep.
It's the community. And business.
No, motherfucker. He's paying. I'm going.
Like we all know.
Like clockwork.
If MLG should ever say, hey, Capcom, can we get the game? Ultra? Sure. All right. When is Evo? July 14th? Yeah. MLG is hosting a $100,000 pot payout prize at MLG. Top 32 payout. Winner, first place gets $50K.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
Yeah, whatever event is going on at that date and time, that event is not making the money. MLG is.
Well, you say Evo's happening. Fuck that shit.
Yep. Exactly.
That's just how it is.
And that's why. And Jabeli.
How much is Evo paying out? 5,000.
Oh, what about you there?
Yeah, right.
Jabeli didn't sell out. Jabeli is just a businessman.
Like, you mean Jabeli cashed in?
That's what businessmen do. Okay?
Cash out.
Yo, but okay, so that's what's going with L.I. Joe though? I keep hearing about this.
I want to open up this can of worms because I'm tired of taking the fall for. I've taken a fall for a whole year, and this put me in a very bad situation in my life. And if not for the boys, I would be undergoing some real tragic stuff going on in my life. I'm going to be getting some money soon. I'm going to get my first paycheck shortly. When I get my paycheck, I'm going to pay back Long Island Joe the $300 that I owe him. Let's explain how did Triforce end up getting to owing Long Island Joe $300? Where should I start? The files. Triforce, pull up. files now, because everyone needs to know the truth of the situation. You want to feel, oh, that's kind of trying to sell people out. Nope.
You're actually drawing out the files? Oh,
He
Lord.
has to. He has like over 5 million files.
Oh my god.
They're real.
Wait, now is this 300 before or after interest on the year? I'm just like, it was FTC money. I'm just curious now.
Let him tell the story. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
No, he's looking for the files.
He's digging through his
files. He is? He's really... Where? Yo, okay.
Yeah, he's really...
No, the files are real? Shit, okay.
That's why I need... That's why I want one of the... That's why I want Mason Compass. He's got, you know.
Yeah, remember we saw the files, Joe?
He's like, let me pull up file number 235.
Really late, number 200 something. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has to check his data log, man. Star Trek.
On that shit, dog.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
No. I went to this guy's. He's really trying to show me this stuff that came in, but I told him I'm working right now. But my mic got plugged out. Okay. Now, the Long Island Joe situation is as is this. At ECT, Rolando came down and did his qualifier for ECT.
Oh.
After a great performance by Flocker, Knuckle Dude, and some of the guys, Rolando said in the car, "Well, you know something? Empire is doing their thing, and VXG is gonna be gala." He got hyped, because it was a good event. And he then asked in the car, "You guys want to go to CEO?" So Kevin and Sanford said, "Yeah." Right? All right, fine. When those guys said yeah, Rolando put himself in a situation. There was no funding for CEO. CEO was never originally on the schedule, right? And because CEO was never originally on the schedule, to whatever the case, I don't know why Rolando offered that, but he did. So Dominion held Rolando to his word. Rolando was supposed to pay it. Rolando didn't pay it. And it get to a situation where I told Kevin, I give him my word, if I have to scratch tooth and nail, I will go and find the money to send him to CEO. Unfortunately, when the time I asked Long Island Joe for the money to buy a plane ticket to send Kevin, Kevin had then reported to me he had already signed up for a job. Kevin was angry because he was like, Rolando should have had the ticket bought so that he would not have taken the job and he would just go to CEO. But because he was put in a time-sensitive situation, he played the safe card and took the job. Hence why Kevin did not show up. Now with the $300 on standby, I said, you know something? Let me send Sanford instead. Rolando, after complaining to Rolando about the situation that he kind of put me in and how Kevin was angry, Rolando said, don't worry, Triforce. I will give you the remaining money that I owe you for the work that you've done because we created the VXG Elite team, blah, 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 and you can pay back Joe. So I told Joe, I got you at VXG. Joe said, I'm going to VXG. Not a problem. I pay you there because Rolando said he'll pay me at VXG. Well, you all know what happened at VXG. And ain't no one got paid. In fact, everyone got 33% of their pay for VXG for the tournament that they were in. But the money owed to me from September 2012 was not paid. I was put on the back burner. I was asked, Triforce, I know I still owe you X amount, thousands of dollars, but I'm in a situation right now with the players and I don't want these players bashing VXG. Can you please hold on and let me take care of them first and then I will pay you? And no problem. Although I hate this community, I'll hold off on the XYZ thousands you owe me so you can pay the players. No one knows about that. And this is the realest spit you will ever hear. You ask Kevin, Sanford, all of them. In fact, they all know this already. We just kept our mouth shut because we were trying to help give Rolando some time to come through and prove us all wrong to prove us all wrong about his situation. And I waited. And Joe hit me up, your Triforce, when I'm going to get my money. I told Rolando, I need this money so I can get back Long Island Joe, whatever the situation. And he's like, don't worry, I'll talk to Joe. So he says he talked to Joe. So Joe's giving me more time. Now Joe's in a situation Joe's like, yo, when I'm going to get this money, Force? And I'm like, yo, you know something? This is a real fucked up situation. Part of my language. It's a real messed up situation I'm in.
Noah's not here, so don't need to worry.
So now, now I told Rolando, listen, Joe's not waiting no more. I need my money now so I can give it to Joe. And he's like, I can't do anything for you. I'm going to talk to Joe when he comes to St. Lucia. I'm like, Joe don't want to hear what you got to say. Joe wants his money, period. That's the situation. So me and Joe spoke on Twitter in private about the situation, and he gave me a certain time and a date. I reported it to the Illuminati boys. They said they'll take care of my problem for me. So now with them taking care of my financial debts that I have to now work with in this year, I have no allegiance to VXG no more. Empire Arcadia will not be going to VXG next year. And the reason why is because Rolando lied. He took the 2013 budget and he spent it. This is why no one got paid.
Damn.
What?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep, neither will Team Bifuteki.
Damn.
Shit.
What did he spend it on?
What's
going on here?
It doesn't matter.
I'm not
It doesn't matter what he spent it on, but it was spent.
I'm not going to go
Was
into
it coke?
details. All I know is I was there when he spent it. I was there when he spent it, and he mismanaged the money. Originally, you know, so funny about the community, everyone in the community forgot that VXG promoted, and this is where it makes me look like I'm a liar, because I was told to promote this. I was contracted to promote this. You were all supposed to get paid 100% in cash leaving the island, but that turned to 33%.
I brought that up when Rolando was on. I basically said, he said guaranteed prize packs that they could basically leave the island with that money and they don't even have to report it on their taxes. That's exactly what he said.
All right, the part that's not making sense to me. Why would he promise this if he couldn't do it? Or what?
He could. That's the thing. He could, but he blew it on blow.
Trying to look bigger than he was.
Blew it on blow, bitches.
We're gonna need a clarification.
The money was mismanaged. I don't know where he mismanaged the money, but the money was mismanaged. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. The money was mismanaged. Now, all of a sudden, he's not going to market to the U.S. islands. You, of course, you're not going to market to the U.S. islands. U.S. islands is never coming back. And you know, so funny. He thinks the Caribbean is going. The Caribbean don't like him either.
Oh, well,
Jamaica is not going. Puerto Rico don't like him. No one is going. No one is going.
So why would it? It doesn't make any sense. Why would it? I don't get it.
I told him. I don't get this either.
And I told him, do not turn your back on me, because I'm the only guy that's going to stand and protect you for all this time. And when Mad Cat suggested him to dead Empire Arcadia, so that they can deal with him, and then after he deaded us and Mad Cats didn't deal with him anyway, I even had to take that slap in the face. Then everyone blames the failure of VXG on me when I'm not even a tournament organizer, nor am I the tournament director. I'm just the guy that says, come to VXG. That's what I was paid for. That's it.
No, I feel kind of dumb. No, I wish.
That's all we were asked to do. That's all we were asked to do was to promote VXG and whatnot. We went down there, we did the best that we can, but
exactly, we did the best that we can, and I'm tired of. That's why I kept quiet. I decided to wait until 2014. My father had an issue. My father had a medical issue, and I needed the money emergency. He agreed to send me. He agreed to send me $9,000. 3 of which is supposed to go to me directly so I can pay for my father's medical bill for his muscular dystrophy. And the other $6,000 was to pay out the other players in the Empire that was owed their money so that they can wait their time out a little bit longer. And the members in the Empire agreed, okay, if you send the $9,000, we'll give you a few months. This is November going on December. So that means he could have paid back in March. You know what he sent me? After a war online talking to him, he sent me $3,000 and expected me to split that with 9 players.
Wow.
No, but here's the thing. The thing that boggling my mind. All right, if Rolando does this, you know, he puts a bad name for his little island out there. You know, that means now that you've told this.
Actually, the island's done because we sent a full accounted report to their government directly. So it's done. We're actually No, the new management company, Lofton Global Management and Rothman Consulting, is actually putting together a case because they want to close the company VXG as a nonprofit organization.
Triforce, so just to be clear, like Champ and Justin and all those people, they're not getting their money at all?
To be honest with you, the way my consultants and the management company told us, they just told us forget about the money. There's like, Triforce, listen, you're not getting that back, man. He's like, frauds.
I forgot about it since July.
Wow.
Like, since I got back in the United States, I was like, you know what? That money that's owed to me, forget it.
Bad debt.
It's not coming.
I was just like, whatever, it's not coming.
You know what's so funny? You know what you told me? They're going to wait for the 2014 budget to come in for VXG to pay off the 2013. So I'm like, so then what's going to happen in 2014?
It's not going to happen.
Stupidness. That right there. So I was like, so what happened to the original budget for 2013? Then I get an excuse. The money was rolled over into the year. So I said, so your government screwed you. Well, if your government screwed you, then your island is worthless. And I don't want to be involved. I don't give a crap if he's lying. I'm done with him, period. I am done with the island of St. Martin. Finished. The island drowned.
People are asking me what I think about it. I mean,
yeah, what do you think about it, James?
Rolando, I cannot lie, is a nice guy. He treated me well. Again, like I said, I did not go to this island. I promoted their event. I went there like Triforce. He came to the show. He wanted to do some stuff with the show. I said, absolutely. You know, any opportunity for people to have a fantasy island type tournament, I thought would be a great thing. As far as the money, I still don't know, because I go off of the same thing. Everybody's going to get 100% cash. F the U.S. government. You don't have to pay the taxes on it because it's done overseas. And I said, all right, that's cool. What happened with that money in the country's audit and all that, or whatever was, going on between it, I don't have an answer. I didn't get an answer even that day, when Rolando was on. But I am going to, I want, at the end of the day, I still want these people to get paid.
But the thing,
now I can understand. Hold on. Now I can understand Triforce. Your guys are saying, "Fuck it, it's money out the window." But the nickels and dimes that this actually is enough that I'm saying that they still deserve to get paid. They came, they performed like the circus monkeys that you wanted. They gave you the advertisement. They promoted the event. Give them what they're entitled to get.
Oh no, I agree with that, because I would like to get paid, but at the same time, like at the end of the day, like, man,
oh wow,
I'm just like, yo, look, I can't, I'm sorry, he can't call me a sellout. I waited since September of 2012. September 2012. It is now January 2014. I had to beg, scrape, fight to get the money so I can pay for my father's medical bill for his muscular dystrophy. I should never be in that situation, period. That means there's no lack of respect for me and my family. Nah, while I sacrifice, nah, man, he had his chance. I gave him all the chance in the world and the time in the world. He needed to have made, I can't, can you show me how to download this? Because I'm trying to look at it while I'm doing this.
All right, the part that gets me kind of steep. If the allegations are true, and from what you and Bifu are saying, right? Well, from what you and Bifu saying, he fucked up, right? He not only makes St. Martin look bad, right? He makes the whole cartoon look bad.
No, he just makes that one organization look bad.
And
that's
it
it.
actually looked bad. It was
people generally.
To be honest with you,
you know that.
No.
I gotta keep going, guys, because I'm actually overstaying my time here. I gotta take a look at something real quick, and then I gotta go to sleep and all this. But I just wanted to give my point on that. Hopefully next week, if anything, we can be a little bit more clarified of what's going on. I just wanted to say my piece on that, and I had to get it off my chest because I've been holding that L for a very long time.
You've been holding that for almost a year.
And yeah, you knew I was holding it for a year.
I know.
So L.I. Joe knew about this.
Yeah, Joe knows. Joe knows.
It was just that, he got frustrated and they had a conversation after Joe said what he said on Twitter. So.
Oh, I see.
So Joe apologized to me. Said Triforce is nothing personal, but you gotta understand. Despite whatever the situation is, I can't. I know it. You get hurt by him, but that can't fall on me. And he's right. It's nothing personal between me and Joe. So I'm gonna pay Joe his money, but there's a price for this L I'm taking, and I'm not covering him no more. Nah, it's not happening. But we'll talk some more, guys. Thanks for having me on the show, James, once again.
Yeah, good show, man.
And I hope this will be a lesson for all other tournament organizers out there. Listen, when your sponsor gives you money, you better not spend that money. You better spend it on what's given.
Don't
It
trust
has to be
the money.
recouped. That money has to be recouped. It's just like the record business.
I've been saying it every day. Nobody gives nothing for nothing.
All right.
All right, guys, I'm out.
All right, man.
Wait, Triforce. Are you going to Battle Circuit tomorrow?
Nah, I got like 4 meetings, and I gotta meet Mewtwo King before. Actually, I may. Yeah, I'll show. I'll go. I'll be there late.
All right,
though.
so yeah, I'll show up there late too. We'll talk then.
Okay then. All right, later.
Bye.
So, Bifu, you were saying before Triforce had to go, you were on a point, I think, where you say it just makes VXG look bad. I don't know.
It just makes VXG bad. Listen to what I'm gonna say to you, okay? Now,
Go ahead,
from my
man.
standpoint, it just makes VXG look bad because of the simple fact that here it is, and like I said when he was on the show last time, that he's basically the face, he's basically the mouth, he's basically VXG. It kind of like what Triforce just basically said to you, basically shows that like the board, it didn't matter. Everyone had access to the money. Everyone had access to do whatever it is that they needed to do.
I have a question. Was there any foresight in any of this? Did Rolando know it would go down this way, or did he honestly not know it would turn out this way?
I don't think he knew it would turn out this way.
I don't think he knew that it was going to turn out this way, but I don't know if anyone was there for ECT. They actually saw my anger that I had towards him, because what I saw taking place, I didn't like what was going on. And that's what made me start sitting there saying, you know what? I don't want to deal with this no more. And I basically, and James, you can even say it to yourself, I basically was just like, I'm not doing shit for VXG anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, like to get to like the real root of it. Like, I don't think this was 4 or 5 island dudes that just sat down and said, "Hey, how can we pay to get all these people to?" This is the part that doesn't make sense. The amount of money they shelled out to fly people there.
But it's not money that came out of their pocket.
It did come out of their pocket because they had to. Whatever airline they put you on, JetBlue took money at the end of the day.
Okay, but the thing is, if the tourism board is sponsoring it, tourism basically pays out a certain amount of money every single year just to get people to come. They have contests in every single state in the United States where they're giving out free tickets. If you notice, last year they didn't do that.
I didn't notice that what they were giving out and what they wanted.
They do a contest every year. They do a contest in just about every state where they give out a ticket. They give out a ticket for 2 every day for about 2 months. They do that.
Okay,
and
so
I
you're
noticed
saying
that they didn't do it.
They use those instead.
They use that budget that they would normally do for that. They just say, here, fly down some players, and that's that. Basically show everyone a good time and whatnot. But what ends up happening is we get down there, most of the money's already spent.
That's the part that baffles my brain. All right, wouldn't you have the prize money put aside somewhere? You say this is prize money, we're not touching it, right?
Things happen.
I just don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense.
For me, I'm in the same. I'm actually on with David on this. As far as what don't make sense to me is you fly 25 people down at whatever $200, $300, $400, $500 a pop. You use that budget up. That money's gone. Okay, you're never recouping it. Now, do you think it was they thought that us rich Americans were going to come down there and drop thousands and thousands of dollars into the economy?
Basically. That was
crazy.
The whole
That's
goal.
crazy because
They did.
That's the whole goal. You do understand that. When I was down there for Carnival, I learned so much stuff, and that's the whole reason why when I came back up and I was there for ECT, I flipped the fuck out because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, yo, are you serious? I'm like, come on. I understand you're trying to do something good, but come on.
That's too risky. And there's no guarantee. That's crazy, man. I don't get that.
Because they figured that if at VXG they showed everyone a great time, that people are gonna be like, okay,
they not businessmen.
We'll spend some money and go back down there again. And I'm not gonna lie.
On TV. Really
I'm not gonna lie. I like the island. Being that I've lived there for about a month and a half, and I was down there for VXG, I got to meet and know some people down there. In fact, my wife went to school with someone that lives down there. So I will go back and visit, but when it comes down to doing business with them, no.
No, but Bifu, you have to understand where BG. It sounds insanity. There's no guarantee. It's like, let's hope this works out. It's insane. It doesn't make any sense.
It is very insane. Because let's go back to, I went down there for Carnival. Spent a month down there. I didn't know if I was getting paid. Do you know what it's like to be down at an island? You're basically isolated. You have no internet. You have no way of communicating with people. And you're just there.
Well, they spoke English.
No, but what I'm trying to say is basically this is how I got to know people there. I'm there. I can hardly talk to my wife. I can hardly talk to my kid. I can hardly talk to any of my family up here. That's that isolation I'm talking about. Down there.
I talked to my family. I just got a fucking $400 bill when I came home.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have Sprint. That's the only thing that works down there.
All right, you're from. I know Bifu. You're from Trinidad, and I'm from Jamaica.
I'm from Trinidad.
Yeah, I know. In our tourism industries, if we had a prize, we wouldn't do that.
No, you guys are just gonna give them a dime bag when they come off the airplane.
I'm gonna stop you, James.
My bad. Give him an ounce.
Saving some money.
No, but you know what I'm saying though. When we have little prize giveaways, the money is separate. We're not touching that shit.
Has to be separate. The money has to be separate. You're supposed to put that money in a bank account that does not get touched. At all. Which is why when I went down there and all of a sudden I'm hearing Casino Royale's canceled because something happened, then what you call it? The prize money is gonna be 33% of what is owed and they'll get the rest in 60 to 120 days. I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is Carnival all over again.
No, but that's the thing, it's madness.
It's fucking insane. I don't understand how you could run a tournament and really expect just this plan to happen. Like, it's coming off the stereotype that all Americans have money. That's what it is.
No, but what? Literally, it's insane. You was expecting you guys to sit down there and just throw thousands and thousands of dollars to pay your own tournament prizes.
It's like, hey,
it wasn't into the tournament prizes. It was the simple fact that they expected to fly everyone down. The tournament was basically something to do there, but the main thing was to see the island.
All right, okay. The other part that kind of got me confused. You guys are sitting on that little secret for so long, and what was the camel that broke your back? To say, all right, time to just let.
It didn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore.
No. For me, it matters because I'm a guy who likes to understand why people do shit.
Why? So because the thing is,
I can avoid it.
You give someone, all right. I'm the type of person I'm willing to work with anybody. Once or twice. The thing is, when you fuck somebody over once, you're like, you basically say, okay, there's some margin of error here. There's something that, probably messed it up that's truthful here. But then when it's repeated, and then you get angry at somebody and you're cursing them out and this, that, and the other, and the thing is, all you want is the payment. that is owed to you for the work that you've done, and the only thing that they keep doing is all you care about is the money, all you care about is the money, you don't care about this stuff in the long run, and this, that, and the other. It's like, it's not about the long run. If you can't pay me 10 grand right
The
now,
principle.
no, it's not even a principle. It's the simple fact that you owe me $10,000, right? If you can't pay me $10,000 now, but you're promising me $20,000 to do next year's carnival, what makes you think I'm gonna believe you if you couldn't pay me 10 now? If you can't pay me 10 now, 6 months later, you still can't pay me that 10 grand that you owe me. Why am I gonna be like, all right, fine, I'll fly down again and, you know,
all right,
stay in somebody's house and then rent somebody's condo that just so happens to be a part of the VXG board. So basically, it's like I'm paying him to stay in his condo, even though I'm streaming his event.
No, but the thing is that, all right, with me, if that happened to me once, I'd be one and done. That's it.
No, but you see, that's the thing. I went to Carnival, and that's when I learned so much. I took in so much, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Yo, are you serious? You're taking $400 out of my money a week to stay in this guy's condo, and he's your best friend."
I don't know. From you're telling me from my heart, if before I'm just saying, speaking from my perspective, right? If that happened to me once, even if I'm just once, I would be done with the guy. I mean, come on, man. But it's still mind-boggling. He thought that would work if this is all accurate. I mean, I don't get it.
I think we don't know the whole story behind what Rolando's idea is. I really don't.
Listen. The whole story is he's there for tourism. He's there to sell the island to make sure people come back. It's all about bringing people back so that they can have a good time.
Well, how are they going to have a good time?
I understand.
Watch this. You ever see how most of those high school, after school specials, how kids get introduced to drugs is that they get a free sample and this, that, and the other, and then they keep getting free samples until they're addicted to it, to the point that they're selling all their stuff to buy that stuff so that they can continue that high. That's kind of the same situation.
I don't know.
We were down there
before. I've sniffed the island. It doesn't work like coke.
No, but it's like they show you a good time. You get this VIP treatment. You go to Tantra. You go to what's that one that was down the damn street? You go to all of those places. And they show you a good time. And the thing is, you're like, you know what? I could come down here and not even be here for a tournament and actually have a good time. That's the experience that they're trying to sell.
I get the idea. I totally understand that.
Oh, snap.
But at the end of the day, you still have to have the money separate because their good time is going to get disappeared if they don't get paid. I just don't get the logic. You see what I'm saying, Beef?
No, I completely understand where you're coming from. And I don't understand the logic either, which is the reason why I don't try to make any sense of it.
Maybe that's why I have issues, man. Because I try to make sense of madness. This is
you wasting your time, dog. They got fucked over once and it ain't happening again.
I mean,
that's the reason why I sat there and I was like, that's the reason why I sat there and I'm like, okay, you know what? We talk things over and I'm like, yo, after VXG, I'm like, I already know. Like, I'm going to sit there, I'm going to see if I can sit on him for a week to see if I can get the money. Sat on him for a week after VXG. Nothing. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Give him the time. Give him the time. Let him see how long it takes for him to scrape it all up and this, that, and the other.
I'm after you telling me this, I'm wondering if any of you guys going to even get paid. Or they're just going to use the 2014 budget, pay you off, and avoid litigation.
Listen, I written it off. Whatever money he owes me, I've written it off.
So you written it off as bad, yeah.
It's written it off, bad debt, whatever. It's whatever. Because the thing is, like I'll say this, Rolando's a really nice guy, but when it comes to business, no.
And the sad part is, I remember when Rolando was criticizing people about business skills, but after you guys reveal this bombshell, it doesn't look like he knows that much about business either.
Maybe he does, because apparently he tricked everybody else into going down there.
No, but here's the thing with a trick. You only can trick people once. Or twice.
No, I understand that, but he still tricked. He did. He still did it. Even once counts. Like, here's the thing. Basically, what he did was he's like, all right, let's bring in tourism. Let's use the fighting game community to do it. That's what really baffles me. He's using a community that is known to not have much money at all. We're all fucking broke. What the fuck does he think we were gonna do? Come down and expect not to get any money at all?
All right. Okay, you know, one thing I know about tourism. Bad word spreads faster than good.
Now, this is the problem that I have with the whole situation. There's a tournament going on in St. Lucia in a week or two?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
And this kind of trickles to all the islands.
That's what I was saying too, James. You hit the nail on the head. I disagree
Bad
with you
news
on that
travels
one
fast, man.
You know, and I don't want, I want this, everybody's like, oh, well, it ain't putting me in no place. All it's doing to me is saying, I just want people to get paid. I wanted the tournament to go smooth.
I want the players to get paid. For me, whatever. Let the guys, let Champ, let Chris, let Flocker, let all those guys get paid.
All right, hold on a sec. Will, you splitting out?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Later, I got stuff to do in the morning.
Yeah.
Later, Will.
You got your
Later,
All right, Will. This is crazy. The world is changing in the FGC.
Yeah, I think Will is as much shocked as me.
Yo, I'm just like, my brain hurts. This doesn't make sense. But yo, not my money. Good luck with everything. Catch y'all later.
All right, man.
Later.
All right,
man.
Later.
Like, I'm sorry.
For some reason, I'm not really all that shocked.
Bro.
You're not that shocked.
I don't know why.
Why?
No. I don't know, because when you really get down to it, the more you think about it, the more it starts to make sense of what happened. It's just we were all fooled in the beginning because of how nice of a guy he is.
Yeah.
The more you think about it, the shock of it goes away.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, yeah, you're right. Certain things make sense. The 33% pay because they only spent 33% of what we expected them to on drinks and whatnot. Man.
Hey. I mean, I thought he was a nice guy too, listening to the show, but
guess we're wrong.
No. Let's get this straight. He is a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He is a very nice guy. Very nice guy. Like,
all right, fair enough.
Like, he's a nice guy. It's just when it comes to business, no.
He's pretty bad at it. Give him that.
So one more time for all of Kappa and everybody wondering, this was not some malicious.
This is not a malicious attack that I'm trying to make.
He just mismanaged the money and fucked up something that anybody could have done, but he should not have done. And not
with somebody with his experience, you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, he fucked up something fierce.
Yeah,
it happened.
And he banked it on whatever he had cooked up in his mind, thought it was gonna work.
I'm just saying, I can't wait to go on like Kappa later tomorrow, because they're gonna find some way still.
What you mean later?
Later.
Right now.
No, but I'm saying they're gonna find some way still to blame it on Triforce.
Obviously.
And it's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, of course they will.
Wait.
Say that Triforce knew about it all along.
Okay, but
or they split the money or some other bullshit.
They're gonna say Triforce was his idea.
When people were sitting there saying, "Oh, it's Triforce's fault. It's Triforce's fault," I want that you to come out and just say, "Nah, you can't blame Triforce. You cannot blame Triforce."
How can you logically blame Triforce? It has nothing to do with him.
But
because
that's what I was saying earlier.
Oh, you can't logically do it. But
when I asked that question, that's what I was saying earlier. They want him to be this monster. They will make
he has to be the fall guy. He has to be the fall guy all the time. And the thing is, it sucks that he has to be the fall guy and whatnot, but he's not supposed to be the fall guy for this at all. You can only hold the people responsible for their event. That's
you could. All right, remember.
All right, who's typing a million miles a second there?
I think it's Jason's bad. He's good.
Were you fucking typing the new fighting game community's Declaration of Independence?
I think that's what's going on over there.
Me? No.
He's gonna be like, do all credit checks.
All he's typing is dichotomy.
He's writing the new encyclopedia.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Yipes, what's up, man?
What's up? You hear me?
Yeah, man.
Brother Yipes.
What are you doing up at 3 in the morning? 3:30 in the morning.
Playing Call of Duty.
Probably that. Yeah, I did just finish busting guns and shit.
Busting that ass.
See, now I gotta give credit where credit's due. Yipes is the one that turned me on to this vapor shit, man.
Oh yeah, man. I was actually hitting that some bitch right now, man.
So
I gotta get more juice, yo. Shit.
I don't know.
I'm rocking that Strapple apple right now. Just order some strawberry shortcake and shit. I'm good, man.
I'm getting that bubble melon.
You're making me jealous now, dude.
I'm not jealous. I have weed.
Yo.
Straight to the W. Fuck it.
Trust your fucking dick.
So what's going on? What has been the subjects in hand, man?
Ooh, what was it? The subjects?
I know, right?
I'm still in shock.
Real shit and bullshit, Yipes.
Yeah.
It's been one of the best shows.
More bullshit.
Yeah, of course, bullshit, because, you know, FGC, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the bullshit? What's new? What's the more bullshit of the FGC?
No, fuck that. Yipes, how
Growing
you feel about the
and
VXG?
actually knowing how to grow with the bullshit going on currently, my brother.
Yo, the baddest bitch is here.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
I
here
gotta
comes
go.
the Mexican.
Baddest bitch
I gotta go.
in the
This
block
Dominican
is
is
here.
Nah, I gotta go.
Y'all giving out fish?
Yo, who the fuck?
Yeah, man.
Yo, who said that?
The Mexican.
Name yourself, black boy. I know who you be.
Why you call me black boy?
What you gonna do?
Look, bitch, don't get flan slapped, okay? Okay?
Listen,
Alright.
listen.
Shotgun pickers, yo.
I'll jump in my car right now and head out to the
Nigga,
Bronx.
go
where
pick
you
some
at.
cotton, nigga.
Shut up.
Shit. Damn.
Andre, I love you, Andre.
I love you too, man.
Where's Ice when you need him? Jesus Christ.
Yo, CD, you don't know how to say what's up to nobody, B?
I know, man.
Rage
What the fuck?
quit and
I
this
didn't
shit
even know
is
you was in
COD,
here,
B?
nigga. Bad man, it was here, nigga.
You made him rage quit? You made him rage quit?
Nah, he was playing on my team. And I invited him to play 2 games and he bounced.
Nah, people wanted me to play KI, nigga. I was streaming.
Exactly. Killer instinct.
You know, I gotta keep the fans happy, man.
Whatever, man.
Guys, we gotta ask you about that VXG. What you think about that?
God.
No doubt the lid has been thrown off.
We need that. Go ahead, man.
I mean,
Keep it 100.
it's a great experience, man. In terms of this money situation, I ain't got nothing to say on it, bro. He owes me some cheese. There's no point of stress. If he gives it to me, gives it to me. Don't. What can I say? I got a whole lot L. But the island was great, though.
That's what I said. Island is great. I love the island. I'll go back, but not
Vacation was great. Tournament was
I ain't gonna sit here and slander the dude, man. He knows what he did wrong, and that's all that matters.
Okay.
And I hope like I said, look at it this way. John Nelson never came anywhere. He just went MIA. Rolando's still there, but he's walking around like he's on broken glass. He wants to square everything away.
At least he's taking his lumps like a man, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I talk to him, sporadically throughout the weeks and stuff. He wants to make right. He knows he messed up. He wants to make right. He just needs time. That's all.
How long?
No, but is it
damn.
possible at this point?
Well, I hope
shit.
I hope the show didn't discourage him. Cause
for him to compensate me, next time I'm in the tournament over there, I need to have nothing but beautiful women feeding me grapes, man.
Oh shit!
Didn't you have that already?
King Snorlax.
Not too many women. It was just like 2 or 3.
It was just like 3.
10,
it was
11
like 3.
So how much do you want? No, 5.
No, he said 11.
I want 11.
Jesus. So what?
And unlimited supply of platanos.
As soon as one rack of grapes is finished, the other one is there plucking the next fresh batch.
So it's like a relay team shit going on.
Who's chewing on the mic?
That's a Manuel.
Nah, nigga, that's not what.
That sounded like Junior was gobbling the gook.
Wow.
Yo, Sidney, why you drop so much M-bombs, dog?
Yeah.
He uses that N-word more than me.
Damn, son. And I'm from the nitty gritty, bro. I mean, I use it.
Nigga, because I live in the hood, nigga.
Yeah, look, see? He used it 3 times.
Oh, snap.
He used it 3 times to answer that one question.
Nigga.
I don't
know.
Oh, man.
Nah, I do gotta stop that, though. It's true.
Better watch your mouth when corporate steps in, or I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
Oh,
I have another question. Yipes, are you as optimistic as Triforce is about EMP's future in regards to all the corporate stuff coming in. What's your mindset? What's your view on that?
I mean, I can say a lot about it, but I'm gonna just wait and see, and then I'm gonna just react to it accordingly. That's about it. I'm a grown ass man, so I know how I'm gonna have to react to it and how I'm gonna have to act accordingly. So that's about it.
Damn, you are political. I love it.
See, I could sit here and be like, yeah, man, I want this, and the third, but it ain't gonna happen with just me speaking about it.
That's true.
So I'm gonna just sit back and watch, man. I've been in the game for like, 11 years, 12 years. I've already been in the underground. Now we in that new age of mainstream, so I mean, let's see what happens.
Check Facebook real quick.
Check Facebook for you?
Yeah, I sent you a dick picture. Nah, but for real, check Facebook real quick.
Damn.
Oh God.
First dude talking about penis, bro.
Oh, damn.
We haven't talked about we haven't talked about penis this whole fucking show.
There you go.
He's on 5 minutes talking about penis.
I'm here, so we're gonna talk about some big monster cocks.
Oh my God, I'm done. I'm done.
Monster, sweaty, smelly.
Wait, Yipes, what's wrong with CD? What's up with this cock business?
I don't know, man. You see, he has a problem, bro. Like shaft and balls accordingly.
Shit.
It was something that happened when he was little. He doesn't want to tell.
He mistaked it for.
It's all that KI, man. At least
it's that patch. It just eating at him.
When he was little, he saw a naked picture of Jago as his mom and was like, damn.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yo, Jago, no, on the low, for real, on the low. Yo, Jago got a big dick.
Oh my God.
Yo, I'm not even playing around, yo. I swear to God.
Oh my God.
All right, Yipes, I don't think I'm going to be playing KI anymore, man.
I don't know what to say, bro. I still love you, man. That's all that matters, bro.
Oh wow.
Just from a little bit more of a distance.
Oh shit, yo, talking about dicks, I forgot that I got some hot dogs boiling, yo. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
God damn.
Oh my God.
What went wrong in his lineage, yo?
I don't know, man. Well, they say it skips every 2, so Maxter and Crazy were there, and then Junior.
I see. Okay. Well, at least his family still love him.
All that matters, yeah. That's all that.
So, I mean, basically what a lot of the stuff was, cleaning up the FGC was something. We had Mrjaha on here earlier. And things that need to happen in order to make this look more presentable as a package. Things like no smacking women around. Actually, no fighting anybody. Having shit like that enforced with permanent bans on people. You know, when you're going into a room, don't have no more than 4 people stay in the room because the hotels don't want it, the tournament organizers don't want it, so it only makes sense. Theft, because, you know, people fucking got sticky fingers, and it's always the people you don't think it is. Obviously, a permanent ban with obviously police fucking activity involved. The TOs, if they can start talking to some of these freaking these companies like Axe Body Spray and Right Guard or whoever the hell
Old
they want.
Spice, you know.
When you check into your hotel, you get like a little doggy bag of fucking deodorant.
And say, and put a little sticky note in there, say wash your ass before coming to the venue.
And
you know, kind of steps by and warns you.
Rather than, you know, have 60 people stand over somebody saying you stink like ass, you know, one of the people that worked the tournament just pulled that person on the side and be like, yo, dude, you're ripe as hell. Go take a shower. You know,
they should have people come into the hotel rooms that lock the doors until they know they take a shower. They can't open shit.
Nah, beat them with a bar of soap and some socks.
As my brother Yipes would say, raw ass.
Have people come in while they're sleeping, take their keys, and have a sensor.
You know, bring your own equipment. Don't fucking depend on the fucking tournament to actually have pads and sticks for you.
Make sure a guy like community would be if we were sponsored by Old Spice, dog, or ask somebody.
Oh, we forgot. After much debate, you can talk about people's mothers only in match.
Only matchup you can talk about their mother.
Yeah.
Damn, more
you have
time
to
that.
specifically tell them to go fuck their mother.
Yeah.
Only in match.
I'm telling you now, man. I'm gonna get top 16 at Evo just because of that. Matches are gonna start and be like, good luck. I fucked your mother. I ate her ass. Good luck, man. And they'd be like, yo, you can't say that. I'd be like, all right, go fuck yourself.
Did it first.
You're gonna punch me. You're gonna punch me. I'll take the hit and be like, yo, you got a DQ in me. Hit me. Next round. Fuck that. Take me to the next fucking round. I'll get all the way up. I'll get all the way up. I'll get all the way up to top 16 without even pushing a fucking button.
Yeah,
Oh my
I was
goodness.
I was really proud of the show, man. We came very close to like a code of ethics. You know, it's not quite there, but
we're working on it.
Yeah, it's really productive.
The apparatus hasn't combined and come together.
You know what it is?
Hold on, I'm here reading stuff. Yo, AGE's done?